Welcome back to Caroline Effect, where we uncover the hidden psychology of attraction, confidence, and relationships that most people never notice, but women always feel. Most men think a hug is just a simple gesture, but to a woman, it can reveal everything about your confidence, emotional strength, and presence. In just a few silent seconds, she forms an impression that words often can't change. Today, you'll discover 4 subtle psychological triggers that can turn an ordinary hug into a moment she'll never forget. You probably don't realize how much a woman can read about you from a single hug. One brief moment of closeness can communicate more than an entire conversation. In just a few seconds, she begins forming impressions about whether you feel safe, confident, trustworthy, and emotionally grounded. The way you hold yourself, the way you embrace her, and the energy you bring into that moment all send messages long before either of you says another word. In this video, I'm going to share 4 powerful psychological cues that can make a hug feel unforgettable. These aren't tricks or manipulations, they're subtle behaviours that naturally communicate confidence, presence, and emotional security. While many women will say, "It was only a hug," the emotional impression often runs much deeper than they admit. Take a moment to think about it. A hug is more than physical contact. It's silent communication. It's 2 people exchanging comfort, confidence, and emotion without speaking. During those few seconds, she's unconsciously noticing your composure, your confidence, your comfort with closeness, and whether your presence feels calming or uncertain. Most men never think about this. They either give stiff, rushed hugs that feel cold and disconnected, or they hold on too tightly because they're trying too hard. Even though these behaviours look different, they often communicate the same thing: uncertainty. And uncertainty is rarely attractive. But when you understand what creates a genuine emotional response during a hug, everything changes. The first detail is what I call the grounding touch. Instead of giving a quick, forgettable embrace, place one hand firmly and naturally on the centre of her upper back, between the shoulder blades. Don't let your hand wander lower, and don't make your touch weak or hesitant. Keep it steady, confident, and relaxed. That area carries a surprising amount of physical tension. It's where many people unknowingly hold stress from long days, emotional pressure, and mental fatigue. A calm, supportive hand placed there often creates an immediate feeling of comfort and stability. Without saying a word, your body is communicating. "You're okay, I've got you." Many women instinctively soften into that feeling. They don't usually stop to analyze why. They simply experience a sense of ease around you. From a psychological perspective, feelings of protection and emotional stability have always been deeply connected to attraction. A confident embrace signals strength without aggression and reassurance without needing to prove anything. That's why a well-placed, confident touch often leaves a stronger impression than grand romantic gestures. She may walk away thinking, "His hugs feel different. I feel unusually comfortable around him." She may never fully understand why, but she'll remember the feeling. And this becomes even more powerful when it's combined with the next technique. The second cue is staying in the hug just a little longer than people expect. Not several seconds longer, not enough to make things awkward, simply half a second beyond the normal social rhythm. Most hugs happen almost automatically. People lean in, make contact, then separate immediately. There's no emotional pause. That tiny extra moment changes the entire experience. It quietly communicates that you're fully present instead of rushing through the interaction. It tells her that you're comfortable with closeness rather than eager to escape it. Inside her mind, a subtle shift begins. She notices that you're still there. She wonders why. Then she becomes aware of how the hug actually feels. That brief pause creates an emotional memory because it breaks the expected pattern without crossing personal boundaries. This isn't about making someone uncomfortable or forcing intimacy. It's about showing calm confidence. Men who immediately pull away often reveal nervousness without realizing it. Women are remarkably good at sensing hesitation through body language alone. Holding the embrace naturally for just a fraction longer demonstrates emotional composure. It says you're comfortable sharing a genuine moment instead of worrying about how you're being judged. That quiet confidence often lingers in her memory long after the hug ends. Now here's the part that almost nobody talks about. The third cue isn't about your hands at all. It's about your breathing. While you're embracing her, slowly exhale. Don't force it, don't exaggerate it. Simply breathe out in a slow, relaxed, natural way. Your breathing affects the emotional atmosphere more than most people realize. When someone is anxious, they tend to hold their breath, tense their muscles, and move stiffly. Those signals are picked up almost instantly by the other person. But when your breathing stays slow and controlled, your body communicates calmness. That calm energy is often contagious. Psychologists refer to this as emotional and nervous system regulation. People naturally begin matching the emotional state of those around them. If you're relaxed, grounded, and fully present, she is far more likely to feel the same way. This is one reason women often describe certain men by saying, "I feel peaceful around him," or "being with him just makes me feel safe." That feeling rarely comes from impressive words. It comes from emotional stability that your body communicates naturally before your mouth ever opens. What creates lasting attraction isn't just what you say, it's the feeling your presence leaves behind. The way you breathe, the calmness in your body, and the confidence you naturally project all communicate something powerful before a single word is spoken. One of the simplest ways to express that quiet confidence is through your breathing during a hug. A slow, relaxed exhale tells her that you're comfortable with yourself. You're not trying to impress her. You're not seeking approval. You're simply present in the moment. That kind of emotional steadiness is surprisingly attractive. When a woman feels herself relaxing in your arms, an important psychological shift takes place. Relaxation creates trust. Trust opens the door to emotional closeness, and emotional closeness often becomes the foundation of attraction. That's why this small detail matters far more than most men realize. But there's one final element that leaves an even stronger impression. It's something so subtle that many women never consciously notice it, yet they often remember how it made them feel. As you hug her, gently angle your head so your cheek lightly brushes against hers. The movement should be soft, natural, and effortless. It isn't meant to be dramatic or overly intimate. It's simply a small moment of closeness that feels genuine. The face is one of the most personal areas of the body. We naturally reserve that level of closeness for people we feel emotionally connected to. When that gentle cheek contact happens naturally during a hug, her mind often registers it as a deeper level of familiarity and warmth. She may not even understand why it stands out, but she'll remember it. Later, she might find herself replaying the moment. Did that happen intentionally? Why did that hug feel different? Why am I still thinking about it? Those quiet questions create curiosity, and curiosity is often the beginning of attraction. Instead of forcing chemistry, you've simply created a memorable, emotional experience. Sometimes that's all it takes for someone to start seeing you differently. Now imagine combining all four of these subtle details into one confident embrace. You pull her in naturally. Your hand rests firmly between her shoulder blades. You remain in the hug just a little longer than expected. You take one slow, calm breath out. As you separate, your cheek gently brushes against hers. None of these actions are exaggerated. None of them feel rehearsed. Together, they create an experience that communicates confidence, warmth, emotional stability, and genuine connection. You're not trying to convince her to feel something, you're simply creating the conditions where those feelings can naturally grow. Let's put everything together one last time. When you decide to hug her, do it with quiet confidence instead of hesitation. Don't overthink the moment or let uncertainty control your body language. As you bring her close, place your main hand firmly on the center of her upper back, between the shoulder blades. Let your other hand rest comfortably and naturally. Stay present in the embrace. Don't rush to end it the instant your bodies meet. Allow yourself to remain there comfortably for a brief moment longer. While you're holding her, slowly breathe out. Keep your breathing relaxed and natural. The goal isn't to perform. The goal is simply to stay grounded. As the hug comes to an end, slightly turn your head so your cheek softly brushes against hers before you separate. It should happen effortlessly, without forcing the movement. Then release the hug gradually instead of pulling away abruptly. Let the moment end as calmly as it began. When this is done naturally, she often walks away feeling something she can't immediately explain. She feels more comfortable around you, more aware of your presence, and a little more curious than she was before the hug. Women appreciate men who know how to create comfort without making it feel forced. A confident hug communicates understanding without words and interest without pressure. It reflects emotional maturity, calmness, and quiet self-assurance. That's what separates genuine confidence from performance. If you enjoyed this insight into attraction and relationship psychology, welcome to Caroline Effect. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay connected, because every video is designed to help you understand the subtle emotional signals that most people completely overlook. The more you understand human psychology, the less confusing relationships become. Most men spend years guessing why attraction grows or fades. They miss the quiet moments that matter most, but you're choosing to learn what others ignore. And often, it's those small moments that leave the biggest impression. Attraction isn't about using clever lines or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about making a woman feel comfortable, safe, and genuinely connected through your calm confidence and authentic presence. Master these small details, and you'll discover that the most powerful impressions are often made without saying a single word.